All right, we're recording. I'm excited. So tonight is June 19th, Tuesday, halfway through the year. Does it feel like January was like a second ago? We're already halfway through the year, and I'm really excited for this call. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Nikki Cotton. I've been with the Juice Plus Company for 27 years, and every year it gets better. I don't even know how that's possible. But this last year has been one of the absolute best years ever, and you guys were in such a treat to hear AJ tonight. And I'm going to tell you how I met AJ. When I went to the Branson boot camp, I had no way to get from the airport to Branson, and she picked me up. And it was 3 hours away from Branson or something like that. And then on the way home, she wasn't going to go back the way we came, and I had to hustle and get another ride. But she came to my rescue, and she took me back to the airport. So we had lots of time to spend in the car talking. I completely fell in love with you, AJ. You're a delight. Your energy is amazing. And then we got a chance. You know, she's a brand new NMD. So she got to go to the spring retreat in Camelback, and we had a chance to stand in the pool because you couldn't be outside. It was too hot. I think we must have talked for like a couple hours in the pool, and she shared with me what's going on with her team, and I was really excited to have her on the call tonight. So for those of you that don't know her, she's in Lawrence, Kansas. Her husband is part of the women's basketball program at the University of Kansas, and together they have a 7-year-old son named Mason. And I think what AJ really loves to do is share the gift of health and freedom to the world, and that's really her passion and purpose. And she's making an amazing life for her family. And I am excited about having her on the call tonight because she's going to share her success with how she leads with the shred. So I am going to put it to you, AJ. I'm going to spotlight you. And now we get to do the big, what happened? Spotlight video. There we go. Woohoo!
Can y'all see me? Or do we see Nikki?
No, you see me. I mean, I see you.
Okay. If that's perfect. Okay. All right. So yes, thank you so much, Nikki. I really appreciate the introduction. But I have to say, what a gift it was to get the opportunity to drive Nikki down to Branson and also drive her back. You guys don't understand what an awesome gift you have. To have such an amazing leader like Nick and Chris. So thank you so much for having me on tonight. So I am on Shining Star International. My upline is Mitra Ray, Dr. Mitra Ray, and I'm so gifted to have her, you know, obviously in my line, which is fantastic, but we lead with the shred. And I know that you guys are very good about leading with the shred. But, you know, I guess I'm a blue. If you guys don't know, like a red, blue, yellow, green. My personality is definitely red. I want to get things done. I want to get it done now. It should have been done yesterday, especially when you're like going for NMD. It's like, come on, let's do this, right? Not everybody's in the same boat. Okay. But I also have a lot of blue in me, which are very analytical. Show me the money. I want to run reports. Oh, I think somebody's not muted. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Show me the reports. I want to see where my paycheck is. I want to see all of that. So back in the day, I can say that because I started with this company when we were still doing the 10-1-10, and you get the extra bonus for the 5-1 and all of that. And I heard a long time ago that if you applied the 5-1, 5 new customers every month and 1 new distributor, you would set yourself up for a very, very stable and long-lasting business, right? And our goal is bringing on a new representative is to give them an income experience right away. People pay attention when money shows up in their bank account, right? If people aren't getting paid for their efforts, they're not interested. Next, I'm going to go to the next company. I'm going to go try this. I'm going to go try that. And our job is really to paint a vision to how possible this would be. So we lead with the shred 100%. It's just in my lineage. It's what we're told from the very beginning. It's what we teach our team. And it's why we have success. So when you lead with the shred, not only are you giving your customer the best experience, not only, as far as customer care, it's the best customer care that you're giving your new people, right? You're obviously checking in very frequently and your groups are amazing. Everybody's sharing. It's very motivating. Sometimes regular customer care pages aren't like that. Shred is just different, okay? And then also they're going to have the quickest results of whatever they're wanting if they're buying into all of the guidelines, period. Okay, so if they're having an experience, they're going to share it. Okay, so that's really what we're trying to create is raving fans who become distributors. And that is what the Shred is absolutely laying that foundation for you. Okay, so here's the blue in me. I was like, okay, well, show me the money. I want to see what it would look like to apply the 5-1 principle to the Shred. So my friend Kristen Hilmer, who was a brand new NMD with Shining Star as well, we came up with this this awesome PowerPoint to really highlight what the money that you can make with leading with the Shred and how to teach your team as well. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen and I'll talk a little bit about a verbiage and how to follow up and all those sorts of things, okay?
And
so
I didn't ask you earlier, is there, and maybe during this presentation, you'll share a little bit about your story. In other words, how, just a little bit about your journey to NMD. I mean, you've got a 7-year-old son, you're a mommy. So maybe at the end, you can share a little bit about that.
I would love to do that, Nikki. Thank you. I often do this. I don't want to talk about myself. I want to just help others. That's what we do, right?
You jump right in. You got me excited. I realized, no, I bet you people want to know a little bit more about you, but we can put that in when you feel comfortable.
Perfect. Okay, let's show you the money first, get you excited, give you a little inspiring story, and then we'll send you off, okay? That's what we'll do. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, so I love that we named it, the 5-1, show me the money. Okay, so again, leading with the Shred 10. Our goal, obviously, is having 5 new customers with 1 new representative each month. That's what we're really trying to obtain as a new representative. And our goal, again, is to build wide and deep. We want to create a stable and long-lasting business. And the fast track bonuses, so important to take advantage of, right? You can cumulatively get there, but why do that? You're leaving money on the table. And guys, I will share this with Nikki. I have her email, and I will send this PowerPoint so you guys can put it in your team page. So don't worry about like screenshotting and all that. It'll be beautiful on your page. So, okay, so here's the 5-1. Now, as a brand new distributor, okay, applying the 5-1 right here is a brand new distributor for the basic Shred 10 package, which is just your trio and 1 shake a day. You're going to be bringing home retail sales profit. This is not commission. This is not any sort of what you're receiving off your downline. This is just retail sales profit, okay? $360. Premium is the $440, and Shred 10 package, which is the quad and 2 shakes a day, is $600 for a brand new representative. Not only is it $600, but that is also the HLP bonus. That's the healthy living plan from our company who says, thank you for sharing Juice Plus with a couple other families, all right? So a $700 turnaround, that's an income experience. People will pay attention to that. That's a car payment, right? That's activities for your kids for a month, 2 months, 3 months. That's really, really intriguing for people, right? You've added your first representative, all right? So now we are at the DD level, direct distributor, and we have the basic Shred at $450, premium is $550, and the Shred 10 package is $750, guys. What? They've only hit the second level of our marketing plan, and that's $750. But now they're a virtual franchisee. They've hit their 2,000 plus bonus. That's $300 now. Thank you, Jay, for upping us at $50. We appreciate it. And then you've added your second distributor. So now you're building a little bit of a team around you. So exciting. But don't forget, your team is doing the same things that you are. You are teaching your team to duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. And I know you guys are really good at events. And this is the thing that we want you to do is just all out action, right? Okay, so now you're at the 14% commission, which again, we're applying this to that, the basic premium and Shred. So it's $575 for the basic, premium is $700, and the Shred 10 package is almost $1,000. $1,000 is a VF. That's incredible, right? So we've now hit you're a qualifier or a jackpot business, whatever you want to call it, where you're now a qualified business. Okay, now you are a legitimate little franchise. That's what I like to say. You're a legitimate business. And you've also added your third representative. Okay. All right, I'm going to go to the next one here. I just want to make sure if everyone's muted, I'm getting a little bit of background noise. I just want to make sure everybody can hear. Okay. All right.
AJ, it says everybody's muted, but I think somebody may be on a phone and I'm unable to do it. And I got a really quick question. So
Yes,
when you're talking about $970, is that if you do five premium packages, right? You're going to make
right.
970, and so this is based on 5.
The 5-1. We're doing this as a 5-1.
I just want to make sure because I'm getting some texts private to me, and I wanted you to say that out loud. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yes, you're getting 5 customers doing the basic, the premium, or the shredder. You can do a little bit of both, and obviously your income is going to either go up a little bit or just be at that basic. So that's even more exciting. So great question. Thank you, guys. So now you're at the sales coordinator position, okay? Because you're duplicating under you. You've got your 2 VFs, you've got your 1 HLP. This is great. But at 22%, even for you as Nikki, you know, who is a 100 Club NMD, she's at 22%. So am I. So is anybody who's a sales coordinator or above. Exactly. So this is applying now the 22% for the basic. Okay, again, 5 customers at the basic, that's $700. And then the premium is $870. And at the shred 10, right there, it's almost $1,200. Like I can give myself a $1,200 raise if I go out this month and get 5 shred 10 packages. Do I deserve that? Yes, I have high self-worth. And that's a goal that I have every month, is to really go and try to put 5 people into our shred program every month, because I know those 5 people are really going to benefit not only for themselves but their family who are making lifestyle changes. The fact that some of these kids are going to be on our family health study, that's all here as well. Now again, that's $600. Thank you, Jay, again for an extra $100 bonus as a sales coordinator. And now you've added your 4th representative. So let's see what that actually kind of looks like as a brand new team member. What your potential is that you've duplicated. Okay, so you've added that 4th representative. They are probably well on their way to their HLP. And your 3rd representative, they have done their HLP. Your 2nd representative has done their 2,000 plus. And now you're a 1 club. They've duplicated, and now you're a 1 club sales coordinator. And now residually, you are setting yourself up to make $1,000 residual income. As those boxes are getting ready to ship out again, now you're making that residual income. Our company is so incredibly generous. They give our full retail sales profit, those numbers that I was sharing, they give that full retail sales right away as a new customer. And then when that box is getting ready to ship out again, that 4th month, they take that number and they are going to divide it by 4. And so now you're building residual income every month. I'm still getting paid on customers from 7 years ago. That is amazing. And once you understand passive income and how you can make money while you sleep, people will go through a brick wall to get that. And that's what we have right here. We have the honey pot business. Like, you know, Kimberly Warlow says all the time, and I love it. It is the honey pot. Everybody wants a piece of this. And how this happens and how this can happen for you is absolute duplication. I have personally sponsored a sales coordinator frontline to me, and she hit SC as a brand new representative in 6 weeks. Okay, she went hard and went fast. And to be honest, we're saying 4 months. Give us 4 months. That should be a standard. I know we give 6, but it should really be a standard. And we have restart and all of that. And I don't want to confuse you guys, but just know that that is a norm. If you are consistently touching your business every day, that's what we say is consistency creates miracles. And if you want to change your life and change your finances and help other people do the same thing and have a heart to do that, you can do this for yourself. Okay, I just like to apply it to numbers and activity and something tangible. This made sense to me. If I can go for a 5-1 or tell my team to do that every month, they have a goal. It doesn't have to be a promotion every month, but at least they have a goal in their mind, and that's building their paycheck. That's my goal as a leader. I want to create as many thousandaires on my team as possible, because an extra $1,000 creates a lot for people. Okay, so I'm not done yet, guys. This is only getting exciting, okay? So the 5-1 for a 2-year period, and actually you could do it faster based on these numbers, let's be honest, but you are now setting yourself up to be not only a national marketing director with full medical benefits, bonuses, and all sorts of amazing things. I love NMD. I should get here as soon as possible. It's really fun. But you're also a frontline 12 club. That is stable. That is a really great business model for you. And I just want you to say yes. Just say yes to this, and you are going to forever change your life and the life of so many others. And if you guys have not started reading, Get Over Your Damn Self, you guys definitely want to. I can see Nikki's head is shaking, so yes, of course you are. But she talks about make it simple. Wash, rinse, and repeat. This is when duplication comes in. We have the systems in place. Now you just need to create the events and how to invite, and you go from there. And that's it. It just keep it so simple. Okay, but I'm not done. Okay, so I have people like my sales coordinator who came in and rocked this business out in 6 weeks and got to the top commission level right away. We need to show people the numbers that are even higher. So if you apply the 10-2, you could get 10 customers a month and a couple distributors. What would that look like? And this is where I get really excited, because I will say, guys, men love to hear dollar signs. Show me the money, and I'm going to pay attention to my wife's side hustle, right? So 10-2, again, it's 10 new customers, 10 new shredders, and 2 new representatives a month. And really, to be honest, 2 new team members should be the norm. It helps you as far as longevity, because people come into this business, they leave this business. Some people do a little, some people do a lot. You want to really make sure that you're insulating your business. You need to keep expanding and not, constricting. Yes, I got it right. Okay, so again, goal is the same, create long-lasting, stable business, but this year taking advantage of the bonus structure a whole month faster, basically. You're gonna get those bonuses as fast as possible. So we're applying the 10-2 to the dealer. And what that is a very brand new distributor is gonna make $700 off of their basic shred package. Premium is $880, and the Shred 10 package as a brand new distributor, brand new, they have no commission, is $1,200 retail sales. They're going to earn both of their bonuses, their HOP and their 2,000 plus, at $400, and they've added 2 new team members. They're going to turn around and tell them to do the same exact thing that they did. Because we're coachable, right? We're all coachable. We've totally bypassed the DD position, and we've jumped to 14%. So we're applying that 10-2 again. And basic is $1,150, premium is $1,400, and Shred 10 at the VF position is almost $2,000 at the VF position. Okay, so now we're at that 5% qualifying bonus. Jackpot business, congratulations, you're a qualifier. And now you've added 2 more reps. So we've got 3 and 4 that are on our way. You are starting to create a village of people around you. Okay, so sales coordinator, okay? And I'll show you how it broke down again. But now at 22%, the basic is going to be $1,400. The premium is $1,700. And the Shred 10 package is $2,350. You are now a sales coordinator, and you have your $600 bonus, but don't forget your sponsor's getting that $600 bonus, because all of this action that you're doing, you're not doing this alone. We don't do this business alone. We have people like Nikki Cotton and, Misha Ray, and people who are giving these awesome resources or 3-way phone calls or events online. They're helping you do this, and the sponsor gets that $600 bonus as well, so don't forget about that. And now you've added 2 more reps, so you've got 5 and 6. Okay, let's look at this. We kind of work backwards again. So we just added the reps 5 and 6. Now they're going to hit their 2,000 plus in 30 days, which, come on guys, we all know that is so incredibly doable. I know people who've done it in an event, one event, yeah, done, okay? That's easy to do, and I say that because it's just putting people in front of you. You have to just be good at events, 100%. And then reps 3 and 4 are now qualified VFs. Okay, and then reps 1 and 2 are darn near close to sales coordinator. So when you look at it like that, you have basically the structure of an SSC, which that's an extra $1,000 bonus. Residually, you're starting to make more money off of your downline, and you're looking at like $2,000 a month residually. That's a big number. People look at that. That might replace an income, because once you talk about choosing mom care instead of daycare, and you're not having that expense, and you're bringing home $2,000 a month, or you're paying the mortgage and you're paying for the car payment, that's when people pay attention, especially husbands. I'm sorry, I got to throw them under the bus, because usually they're the ones who, hesitate so much about a business like this. But to be honest, like, my husband saw dollar signs from the very beginning. And he's very thankful that I said yes to this awesome opportunity, because this is our plan A, 100%. We will retire him soon. Okay, so again, it's duplication. What does this look like? So in a 2-year span for the 10-2, you're looking at not only an NMD, but you're 24 club wide. That is huge, so huge. And if you're duplicating down to that, it's probably even more than that. To be honest, you're looking at probably close to 50 club. And again, our bonus structure now through corporate, they're so generous. If you're a brand new 12 club, $1,200. Brand new 24 club, $2,400. So just, it's so great. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity. And again, wash, rinse, and repeat. So I think there's some questions in the chat. So I'm going to stop my share right here and just address these really quick. I hope that people are like, okay, yes, mind blown. Yes. So it's totally realistic. Yes, it's totally realistic. So I have to share this story, and then I'll share mine. One of my good friends, Katie Page, I don't know if you guys have seen her training. Yes, Heidi's thumbs up. She did this. Like, she is living this right now. The 10-2, how about 80 new customers in 1 month? Like, when you hear that, it's like, what? And you can hear her training, and I hope that you do, because it's amazing. But this is not like this unicorn thing that nobody can obtain. This is something you guys can do. If you want to look at a 10-2 every month, you go after a 10-2. I show you the 5-1 because for people who are just starting out, that's a fantastic place to start. But for people who are really hungry, and I hate to say the word desperate, but some people join this business because they're desperate. They go from welfare to wealthy. I've seen it happen, and it's incredible. So whatever your, reason for doing this business, apply that to when you're doing, your activity and you're looking at a 10-2. But I don't go into a conversation thinking I'm getting a shredder. I'm going into a conversation to give them education and understanding, and then I am going to see if what I have makes sense to them and go from there. Because I know we have the best product. I know we have the best business marketing plan, but until those people are ready, then I will just continue to educate and understand and do all of those things. So, Nikki, do you want me to share my story here? Do we have any questions really quick? Or
question for you, AJ, because I know that there's a lot of people on my team that do, the 4 boxes of complete in either a trio or a quattro. So that's the best, that's the Shred 10 package. And we've got a number of people that are doing that. But we also have a lot of people that have a little bit of they're nervous about asking people for more. And it's now going to be $7 a day or whatever. So yes, we would like your verbiage. I know that there's people on this call that are thinking, I'd love to get people on the Shred. I love the Shred, but it's too much. It's too expensive for everybody I talk to, which we know is not true. So what do you say to people right off the bat when you discover that the Shred is right for them and you've explained it and they say, yeah, that sounds really good. How much is it or whatever? Where do you go?
Yes. Thank you for bringing this up. So also, if I'm talking to somebody and they haven't brought up price, I'm going to bring it up because I don't want it to be some sort of like, oh, she hasn't talked about price. It must be like so expensive, right? No, I'm going to say, hey, you probably are wondering how much does this cost? Well, let me tell you. So one thing I've learned is to really listen to sidelines. So Kristen does an amazing job at this, and I have definitely taken what she has and made it my own. But so I say, oh, Mom, oh my gosh, the price of this package is actually my most favorite thing to talk about. You have to share your enthusiasm. If you're like, oh, well, I mean, if you're not confident about what you're saying, people will see that. It's like kids when they know that you're, they know it's like you turn your back on the ocean and they go crazy, right? People are the same way. You have to be confident about what you're sharing. So I say, oh my gosh, Heidi, let me share this with you. Okay, so Heidi, as an example, like if you went to the grocery store and you got an apple and an organic orange, organic apple, how much do you think that would cost you? And she would say $3. And I'd say, okay, well, we know we're supposed to have greens, right? And she'd go, yeah, okay, so like how much do you think a tub of spinach would be? And she'd say, probably another $3, $4. And I'd be like, yeah, you're probably around $7. I want to get them right around $7, right? And I say, did you know that we're supposed to be eating 9 to 13 servings of fresh, fine ripened fruits and vegetables and berries every day? And they go, really? And I'm like, right now, I have told you about an apple, orange, and some greens, and we're already at $7. I am not saying that you need to not eat your vegetables by any means. You need to do that. But I say you're supposed to be getting a fist size of that every day. And I know I'm not. And that's why this program is so amazing. It helps bridge that gap for sure. And I got to tell you, what I do is the quad. And I do the 2 shakes a day. So I want to help you out and meet you where you are. So again, I'm saying what I do. I don't recommend things to people that I don't already do. So if all of you guys on here are not doing the shred, do the shred. If you're not taking the quad, take the quad. If you're not doing 2 shakes a day, do 2 shakes a day. Okay, because it's hard to share something that you're not doing, okay? So that's what I say. I talk about the fruit and vegetable. I get them $7. And I say, can you believe that for $7 a day, which actually in Oregon, you guys don't have tax, which is great. So you can get the benefits of fruits, vegetables, and berries and plant oils with these amazing shakes. It's over 50 plants every day for $7. And people are like, wow. They're like, wow, $7? And I say, what's even better? Our Shred 10 program itself is completely complimentary. It's free. You're going to get access to this amazing group. You're going to get online exercise. You're going to get this, that, or whatever. Go on to whatever you guys do for your shred. It's completely free. Because unfortunately, nowadays, I keep hearing that even if people buy a program or buy a product, they have to buy their way into Facebook groups. They have to buy their packages, their recipe books. They have to buy all that stuff. So yes, they bought in at this price, but then it keeps going. We don't do that. Buy your product. We're going to take care of you the rest of the way. Okay, so it's all about how you deliver. So that's really what we talk about on our team. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that right away, talking about price or this, that, or whatever, you've got to rely on your upline. You've got to get them on a 3-way phone call until you hear it over and over and over again to where you do feel confident sharing about the price and the Shred 10 program itself or whatever. I would just really encourage you guys, to really lean on your upline 100%. Because once you hear it a couple times, you can go out on your own and then do it on your own for sure. So does that help, Nikki?
It really does help. I do want you to be able to tell maybe a little bit of your story. I think it might be important for people to realize that, what was your transition from coming in at the beginning and moving into to the shred, because we were used to doing the trio. And then, so how did you transition? And especially with a little one, getting pregnant during that time, having a baby, all of that stuff.
Well, this is great. Okay, so I actually started the duo. I only started the 2-pack. That's how it was sold to me, and so that's how I bought it. Okay, so that's another thing. Again, it's how you approach it. If you do the quad, that's what you share. Okay, so anyways, I started with the 2-pack. It was as my prenatal. I was pregnant at the time, and I understood whole food. I was at the time vegetarian. I still am today. I'm vegan, whatever. But it was the best thing I could be feeding my body and my baby. And now he eats kale off my tower. He's only been to the doctor one time outside of a wellness check and some stitches. Boys, we'll just say that. Beacon of health. And my husband, he was a meat and potato Midwest guy, and he was addicted to sugar as well. And so he traded in his Skittles and Mountain Dew for kombucha and Complete. So that's kind of our story as far as product goes. But what was really cool is I got to do this business with one of my best friends. Allie Schneider and I are BFs in the business. We are buddies. And she approached me with the business. And to be honest, I was like, oh, but I wanted to hang out with her. I loved her. And so when people join this business, they might not be joined originally for the mission, but they might just want a positive community. And that's really the door I came in. for sure. And it has evolved into different things. But I just had Mason when I had started the business. My husband was a basketball coach, recruiting all the time. I was basically a single parent. But when Allie decided to go full force into NMD, I'm a team player. I wanted to be one of her sales coordinators, and it was non-negotiable. Of course, I was going to do it. I made it work. And when you decide, you have to decide, and you commit, and you just do it. I will tell you, it's amazing what your brain will have around that and the clarity. If you're kind of just tiptoeing, it's going to be really hard to commit and show up every day to really build a business if you're not 100% committed. Now, you don't have to have 100% commitment from your team for you to still go. You got to go find other people who are wanting to do what you're doing. Don't just rely on the team that you have, okay? Huge moment for me when I realized that going along this journey. So we definitely, sales coordinator, it was actually when we moved to Lawrence, I got to make my Juice Plus business my full-time job. We took about a $20,000 pay cut for me to stay home and work my business. I don't really consider this a job per se, but I love this freedom. I was totally unemployable now. I will never step foot into an office cubicle, no way. But that was a huge leap of faith because at the time I was having a very part-time income at, basically covering daycare. So I told my husband, I'm going to totally go full force into this. And he said, okay, let's do it. He's very supportive. And we moved to Lawrence. We had a tragedy happen in our family. So my older sister, she passed away of cancer at 36 years old. She's the mom of two beautiful daughters who are actually here with me. I get to spend 11 days with them. I never would have been able to do that if I had a regular JOB, and I just get to love on my nieces. And, she really was my driving force behind this business. I got to drop everything to be with her when she was in hospice. I didn't have to ask for time off. I didn't have a loss of pay, and I was allowed to grieve as long as I needed to. And to be honest, I'm still grieving today. I'll never get over that. She was my best friend. So I would never have been able to do this without this business. So what you're saying yes to now might not totally make sense in your life, but it's later on. You will be thanking your future self because you said yes. And I totally believe that with people who are young in this business who don't have children yet, oh my gosh, if I would have just known about this or treated it as a business, I didn't have to take my 6-week-old to daycare. That was the worst day. It was the worst day. So I just tell all of you that there is hope. If you want to be consistent today, for tomorrow, it's going to be so amazing. And when we decided, as a team, when we hit SSC, this was months after Stephanie had passed away. I was like, this isn't about me. This is about so many other people we can help prevent disease, but also just inspire people that there's so much better out there. And we went from sales coordinator or SSC, QNMD, and NMD basically within 2 years. And that's a lot of work, but it was so much fun. I can't believe that I get to call this my job. I get to call this my life. I know it sounds like cliche, but man, am I grateful that somebody did not give up on me, because back then I wasn't ready for this, but it had to be moments in my life. So just know that when people are loving on you and wanting you to get on a training or wanting you to go to an event, it's so you can have your aha moment. I'll never forget sitting in a San Antonio summit, bawling my eyes out with my little guy next to me because I got it. I got it. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it because my life would be so different if I wouldn't have gone to that event. Events are very, very important. How between my sister and my baby. So I just leave you all with just encouragement that the days can be really lonely, but they don't have to be. Please know that there's such an amazing community around you. You are not on your own doing this. You have such an incredible team to plug into, but there's so many sideline people out there. And if you don't go to conference and you don't plug into events, you don't get to meet these incredible people that I call my family. Nikki and Heidi, I see you guys. I know these women and I'm so proud to know them. And I wouldn't have known this if I wouldn't have got over my damn self and shared this business and said yes to living a big life. Yes, that's my story.
Yes. No, AJ, we absolutely love your story. I don't want to take away from the feeling that we're all left with at this moment, your heart, your transparency, you're willing to be vulnerable, and your excitement. from the moment you got on the call, it just kept building, building, building. You brought the energy, baby. But I know that some people are asking, this is the last question, how many people a week or a month do you think that you need to talk to? Just a quick answer for that, because that number's been floating around and people are curious. And then we're going to close this up. But that was a question that kept getting asked.
I think that's different for everybody. When you're first starting out and you haven't really put yourself out there, I will say the more conversations, and I will say this, you need to have the right conversations. I definitely encourage my new reps to send me their social media posts. Let's take a look. Let's not throw up Juice Plus all over their social media. Let's make sure this is an appropriate message that you're sending to your family or your friends. But that's also like, are you going to send your mom a text message? No, you're probably going to call your mom. So there's those little moments right there. But at the very beginning, I will say, that's where you're so excited. You're so enthusiastic about what could be. So you make sure you're coachable and leaning on your upline for those coachable moments. But I will have to say, like, getting your list together is vital. Guys, I use Teamsy. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not. Okay, I love Teamsy. It has changed my business, and anybody who's doing it on my team, it's changing theirs. You're literally logging in, and it tells you what to do. It is $1 a day for a personal assistant. Guys, I can't tell you enough. I've been doing this business a long time. Nikki has too. To have something so organized, because we've tried everything, it's really awesome. I'm not saying that you have to do it. It's 30-day free trial. You go from there. But it is really, really incredible. It looks like I've got my niece in the background.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say, but as far as like a number for that, I really can't put a number on it. It just depends on how you're approaching the conversation. If you're going into it trying to get a sale, they're going to feel that, and you might have damaged something there. But if you're going into it like, I'm going to educate you and help you understand this, that's a different feeling. So you've not closed off that conversation, okay? It took me 6 years to get my father-in-law on Juice Plus, but it was on his own time. I'm not saying it's going to take you 6 years to get your customers. People get it right away, or people don't, but you just drip on them. It's not a no, it's just for not right now. But I will say, as far as conversations, you need to be talking to people every day. Don't do 1 day a week where you're, reaching out to 50 people and then you don't touch your computer again for another week. That's not consistency. That's not going to build your business. Reach out to 5 people every day. Just 5 people. If you did 5 people every day, by the end of the month, you've had hundreds of conversations, right? And it doesn't mean that you're actually going after Juice Plus or anything like that. You're relationship building. That is what our company is all about. So I can't put a number to that. I think it's just consistency and making sure what you're sending out is real, authentic, and genuinely you, 100%.
Whew. All right, AJ, we've gone way over our time. No, it's not your fault. We were just so excited. I wanted to keep listening to you. Everybody's texting best call ever. I love this. It was the best. So I didn't want to stop it too soon. But again, I just, from the moment we got in the car at the airport to the pool at the retreat, I just have totally been in love with you. I'm in awe of what you are doing and the energy that you bring and the teaching that you're doing. I know that we all really appreciate it. So I just want to thank you so much. If everybody would let me, I'm going to unmute.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, AJ. You absolutely brought it. It was unbelievable, the energy that came through. And what a powerful statement. I have never heard. You said, say yes to your future self.
Yeah.
So powerful. Thank you so much.
And I love that she said, thank your future self. I love that image of thanking me in the future. That was hot. Awesome. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to unmute everybody. If everybody would just really give a big heat. Thank you, AJ.
Thank you.
Thank you. Guys.
Wow.
Wow.